Stop scrolling for just a moment. Have you ever noticed something curious? Sometimes the people who seem to be living the fullest lives are the ones you hear from the least online. They're not announcing every achievement. They're not posting every vacation. They're not documenting every dinner, sunrise, or milestone. Meanwhile, some of us feel an almost automatic urge to share every beautiful moment before we've even finished living it. Why? What changed? And what does that impulse reveal about the way our minds seek happiness? This isn't a video about quitting social media, nor is it about judging people who enjoy sharing their lives. Sharing memories can be joyful, creative, and deeply meaningful. But somewhere along the way, many of us stopped asking a simple question. Am I experiencing this moment, or am I preparing it for an audience? That question changes everything. For most of human history, life happened whether anyone witnessed it or not. A child laughed. Friends gathered around a table. A couple watched the sunset. A quiet victory happened after years of effort. Those moments mattered because they were lived. Today, something subtle has changed. Many experiences now arrive with a second thought. Should I post this? The moment is no longer just a memory. It becomes content. Without realizing it, we begin treating our lives less like experiences and more like performances. Not because we're shallow, because our brains are remarkably adaptable. When an environment repeatedly rewards visibility, we naturally become more visible. Likes, comments, notifications, they aren't just symbols. They trigger the brain's reward system, encouraging us to return again and again. Over time, the anticipation of sharing can quietly compete with the experience itself. Sometimes we don't simply enjoy a beautiful moment. We interrupt it, to capture it, to edit it, to publish it, and then to wait. Not for the memory, but for the reaction. This is where an invisible psychological shift begins. The value of the experience slowly moves outside ourselves. Instead of asking, "Did this make me feel alive?" we begin asking, "Did other people think this looked meaningful?" Those are very different questions. One builds an internal life. The other depends on external approval. The difficult part is that external approval has no finish line. No matter how many people respond today, tomorrow asks for another performance, another update, another version of ourselves, another carefully chosen moment. It's not because we're trying to deceive anyone. It's because humans naturally seek connection. The problem begins when connection becomes confused with constant visibility. Some of life's deepest experiences resist being captured at all. Think about the last conversation that changed you, the hug that came after forgiveness, the quiet drive home after receiving life-changing news, the feeling of sitting beside someone you love, saying almost nothing. How do you photograph relief? How do you post peace? How do you upload the feeling of finally becoming comfortable with yourself? The moments that shape us most often happen internally. And because they happen internally, they rarely fit inside a rectangle on a screen. Perhaps that's why some people become quieter as they grow. Not because life becomes less meaningful, but because it becomes too meaningful to interrupt. There is another interesting pattern. When we constantly document our lives, part of our attention remains divided. One part experiences the moment, another part evaluates it. Is the lighting good? What caption should I write? Will people like this? Psychologists call this divided attention phenomenon the documentation effect, and it is one of the quietest forms of self-sabotage happening at a mass scale right now. Instead of being fully present, our awareness keeps moving between reality and representation. The result is subtle but important. We remember less. We feel less immersed. We become observers of our own lives rather than participants in them. Presence asks us to disappear into the moment. Performance asks us to step outside it. Those two states rarely exist at the same time. None of this means social media is the enemy. Technology is a tool. Like any tool, its impact depends on how we use it. Many people use social media to learn, create, encourage others, build communities, and stay connected across great distances. The question isn't whether we should post. The question is whether posting has quietly become a requirement for feeling that our experiences count. A birthday celebrated only because it becomes a story. A vacation measured by engagement. A meal enjoyed through a camera first and our senses second. If our memories require witnesses before they feel real, something important has shifted. Something encouraging is happening as well. More people are discovering the freedom of private joy, not secretive, simply private. They still celebrate, they still travel, they still achieve remarkable things, but not every meaningful experience becomes public. They've realized that some memories grow stronger when they remain untouched by comparison, because the moment stays between the people who lived it. Instead of becoming something to evaluate, it becomes something to remember. Privacy isn't about hiding your happiness. Sometimes it's about protecting it. Just as a seed grows beneath the soil before anyone sees the tree, many of the most important parts of life develop quietly. Growth rarely announces itself. It simply happens. There is another psychological change that follows. As we rely less on public approval, the brain gradually shifts its attention elsewhere. Instead of chasing the next notification, we begin seeking something deeper. Flow. That state where time disappears because we're completely absorbed in what we're doing. Reading without checking the phone. Cooking without recording it. Walking without photographing every view. Listening without planning what to post afterward. Flow is deeply satisfying because it asks for our full attention, and attention is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves. Ironically, many of the happiest memories in life are the ones where we forgot to check our phones. Not because the phone is bad, because we were fully alive somewhere else. So how do we reclaim that feeling? Not by deleting every app, not by rejecting technology, but by becoming intentional. The next time something beautiful happens, pause before reaching for your phone. Ask yourself one question. If nobody else ever saw this, would this moment still be enough? If the answer is yes, stay there a little longer. Let your eyes see before your camera does. Let your heart remember before your gallery does. Allow yourself to experience life before documenting it. You don't have to stop sharing. Just don't let sharing replace living. The truth is, the most meaningful parts of your life may never become your most liked post. No algorithm can measure peace. No notification can validate genuine belonging. No number can capture the feeling of becoming who you were always meant to be. Some memories deserve applause. Others deserve silence. Not because they are less important, but because they are too important to reduce to performance. Perhaps the richest life is not the one everyone sees. Perhaps it's the one fully experienced by the person living it. The moments that changed your heart probably didn't ask for a caption. They only asked for your presence. Remember, your life, this specific, unrepeatable, genuinely yours life, is only available right now, in this moment, in the room you are actually in, with the people who are actually there. The happiest people you know already understand this. Now you do too. If this reflection helped you look at your own life a little differently, share it with someone who might need the reminder that not everything beautiful has to be broadcast. And if you're seeking timeless wisdom for love, life, and personal growth, subscribe and join us for the next conversation.